everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery. The man behind the curtain over there, cameraman? No. Computer man? No.
Just the man.
The controller? We got to think of a good nickname for Don. Don. Over there, Don.
Hello.
And this little chickie is the cutest chickie that I have ever seen. Isn't he adorable? This is the extra large egg, and then the one we're going to be stitching today is large egg.
Oh,
I named them that. Yeah, because that's what they are.
Size eggs.
The Oz. Shannon says the Oz. Yes, we should give them a funny nickname. Like Susie the nail lady. She calls her husband cameraman. She doesn't give his name. It's cute. So, Chicky is awesome. And it's a stuffy. Now, I didn't have the right kind of stuffing. So, I just used my crappity crap batting that I have and try to use for anything. Yeah, it's kind of lumpy. It's not as smooth. Lynn says, better hide the egg for the boys. I think Beetlejuice is going to get this egg that we're doing today. But it's really cute and super fun to do. All done in the hoop except for the little bit on the bottom. And you can stuff it better than I did, maybe. You could put a ribbon in it and hang it. That would be really cute. You can make the bottom end flat so it'll almost stand up. Mine isn't, and I have kind of, not the greatest stuffing, but how adorable is that? I showed my kids and they loved it. So it's easier to do than you think, which is really cool. Now I have the fabric I'm going to use. So this is the background fabric. So what I did is I made this whole part one piece of fabric. And I did that just in case you forget to leave enough of the seam allowance on the pieces. Right? This guy gets trimmed up, but these pieces were only trimming in the middle. So if you're wondering why I did it like that, that's why. So it will work the way that we want. So there's inside fabric, and that's going to cover the whole thing. And then the egg fabric. So if this fits, this will be my inside fabric. And this is going to be, I hope I can use some scraps. This is going to be my egg fabric. So a little bit different, but not too far off. Yeah. And my chick is going to be bright yellow, because why not? And I put a little bit of fusible backing on it just because I don't want the yellow. Well, it doesn't show on that one, but if I did, it doesn't show through. So that's the reason for that, because I'm using kind of dark colors. So, and that's all you need. So we're going to make the large one, which is the smaller one, so don't be confused, but they're egg sizes, right? So we're doing it that way. Before we get started, I wanted to show you guys what another crochet lace. How well can you see that, Dawn?
Really good now.
Really well?
It disappeared when I was sitting on the yellow fabric.
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. So hopefully you guys can see this. It's repeating flowers pattern. Yeah, you could see it perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's freestanding lace, and it's a special kind of old traditional filet crochet, it's called, the style of it. And it's a lot of fun. This is the first one that I did, which I really like. So they're bookmarks. However, this one is a little bit longer. I am making it into a bookmark. I have it done and ready to go to the testers. But this is a repeating pattern, so I was thinking it needs to go on the edge of something. So yeah, this takes absolutely forever to do, by the way. I will tell you that each little square there has 4 or 5 stitches in it, and I have to place each one. And that gets to be, I don't know, like 1,000 objects by the time that I'm done. It's
Takes
like,
forever for you.
ooh. Yeah, well, to create it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. It's worth it, and it's absolutely gorgeous and super fun to watch stitch out because you can see all those little stitches. So this is the first one. This is the second one. I made, what else did I make? Oh, duck. I made a duck, which I'm working on, a repeating pattern.
Didn't you do an Easter egg?
I'm working on the Easter egg, but I missed one, like at the top, and I'm at the bottom, and it's really hard to fix it. Yeah, no. I
So
know.
hi.
Who?
Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yay. Phil Ham says you're very talented. Thank you. Just absolutely determined. I'm trying to do different stuff that I hope you guys will really enjoy doing. And I like to pull out the traditional too. This is something, this lace, you don't find it too often. My next, once I get some of these out and see how much you guys like them, my next thing is Battenberg lace. And if you don't know what that is, you're in for a treat. It's awesome, for sure. Mary says, your bookmarks are beautiful, Sue. Well, thank you. Thank you. You guys.
Are they on the website yet?
No, they're still testing. Well, I haven't even sent them to the testers, so.
Oh, I was the only one that tested.
Yeah.
It was fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, just self-promote there a little bit, Don.
Oh, sorry. Well, I did. I tested it.
I had enough of seeing them. Not that I'm complaining, but you know, it's a lot of fun. So if anyone wants to test these specifically, let me know. The testers have it, but they got a lot going on. So send me an email if you want to test some. Just because it's very specific and it takes a long time to stitch, but it's easy. It's one color go. And I'd like to point out that Don did it on the big machines and he didn't change the bobbin color and it doesn't look bad on the back. Look at the yellow. You can't tell. It's like a shade lighter. So I just saw that Judy Quilt said she's never tried freestanding lace. Oh, well, you need to, Judy Quilt. I'm going to send you one to stitch, and you stitch it one per hoop. You can't, especially with this. This is it's very stitch intense, but not dense. And you just hoop it with water-soluble stabilizer and stitch, and then wash it out today. So Judy Quilt, I will message you one to try because you have to try. You have to try. Okay, so that's my lace. This is my chicky chick. And we're going to stitch out the smaller one for Beetlejuice. So I picked my colors too. Let me show you. I searched a little bit. I wanted to get that green right in there because we already have the bright yellow, which is for the chick. This is just kind of got all the same colors in it. You see the navy, pink would be nice, but you see the yellow as well. And then, so those are going to be my main shell crack colors. So, all right, I have orange in the machine right now, so that should be good. So let's go to the Luminaire 2 and get to work. Let's see. No topper for freestanding lace, just water-soluble stabilizer. Yes. And just make sure you use the same kind that I do, not the same brand, but the same kind. So you're going to be using the fabric-y looking kind. And I just use one piece. And like I said, the rules are that you have to stick to. The rules are one design in the hoop. If you do more than one, you'll get some pulling and it's very precise and misaligned, and that's all you have to do. So hoop it and stitch it and wash it out, let it dry, and you will love it.
It was easy to do, and it was fun.
It's fun to watch,
Yeah.
and they're so beautiful. Like the stitch that I did on mine looks exactly like your great aunt crocheted it. I don't know how, or tatted. It's
Yeah.
kind of like tatting. So, anyways, yes, Judy Quilt, I will send it over to
It
you.
looks very delicate and hand done.
It looks delicate and it's light and airy. There's no like freestanding lace quilting banging of the machine but there's a lot of stitches in it. I think the yellow one, because it's longer, Dawn said it took an hour to stitch out. So 5x7 hoop, the large egg is a little bit smaller. I made it a little bit bigger on mine just because I don't want it too small for Beetlejuice. So I just used the edit and made it a little bit bigger, which should be good enough for the dog. So I have some no-show mesh, stabilizer, 5x7 hoop. I have orange thread in. I just didn't bother changing it. You guys will be able to see the orange. 7511 needle. I never change it. I mean, I changed the needle, but I never changed the size of it. And I do trim down my stabilizer. You do not need to, but I do, so you guys can actually see in the hoop. I'm just going to make a quick little trim there because you have to see the googly eyes. So let's start off. Ooh, I can see through. I have about half a bobbin, so bobbin police, we're good. And this is just our placement. There's no batting in this one. You can put batting if you want, but I don't have it set up for batting. So I'm hoping this is going to fit. If not, I'll have to improvise a little bit.
Can you move the other camera over, because apparently that one just froze.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The desk here.
Side view. Side view. I need to be able to
Yep,
see.
sorry. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, at least we have backup now, right?
I'm glad we do. It was working right up till the end.
I don't know why it does
Not
that,
sure
Dawn.
why either.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. But that's okay. You'd think, you know. Sorry, I just have to tighten it. Sorry about the delay, Dawn. You should sing while I'm doing this. No?
What were you singing yesterday? I don't remember. Might not be appropriate.
Might not be appropriate. Alright. And you can zoom in.
Almost there. Yeah, once you're done, I'll zoom in.
Okay, zoom in. Do 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 do. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's pretty good. A little braid, but I can fix that.
Yeah, different camera. We have it set up differently.
Okay,
So,
let's get it up and then I'll
Yeah.
fix it.
Dawn's gonna fiddle with it so you guys can see. So what I want to make sure when I'm putting this down, there's no chicken, there's no fabric chicken, because we want to make sure that we leave seam allowance on all sides. Otherwise, our chicky is not going to stay together. The egg will crack and fail. So this is pretty close, but I think there's a very nice 1/4 of an inch on the side, so I'm going to go for it. So seam allowances are really important in this one. And again, this is why I said that, yeah, see, it's close enough. This is why I did this one piece like this. So we're going to stitch it down. If you want to put backing in it, you can. It doesn't matter. That's still a bit bright, isn't it? I'm going to turn down, just as soon as this is done, I'm going to turn down the lights.
Okay.
Just maybe 1 or 2. I don't know where it is. Back in the sewing, I think, right? Brightness. Oh, projector brightness. Ooh, pointer shape. Yeah, I love scrolling through this. There's always cool stuff. Is that good?
Yep, that's better.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay. So now we got that on. Our next step. Did I send myself the wrong one? No, this is the chick. So let's do the chick. We do have to trim this guy a little bit. I almost like this better because I don't have a camera right in my face. Yeah, that color's true. Okay, so that is the outline for the chick. I'm going to put my fused backing on it and we're going to stitch it down. Just the same as what we normally do, being mindful of seam allowances. So for the chick, we can trim it right down because he's on the inside, so we don't have to worry about seam allowances. And you can see the next step is the egg crack. So back to the desk, Dawn. All right, so Chicky is bright yellow and he's awesome. He's so cute.
Love your fabric. Fabric chicken?
Oh, that's actually funny. Awesome. That's awesome. Yes, kind of a fabric chicky. So next we are gonna do the egg. There we go. That looks good. Now I cut in a little bit, but it's okay because the next fabric is gonna cover it. So yeah, that's a little bit close for me, but I'll make sure that my flower ones, the eggshells, has more of a seam allowance, so it should balance out. How many of you said back to the desk, Dawn, before Sue did? Good question. Back to the machine, my luminaire, Captain Jack, for sure. So let's stitch down the placement for the egg crack. It's top and bottom, and they are attached. So you can do one piece. You could do two different pieces if you wanted, just because it would be a groovy egg. Either way, it works. So top and bottom. And now when we trim, we're only going to trim out the middle part because we need the rest of it to stay. So what I'm hoping is that, and is it going to work? I don't think it's going to work. So that's a negative and that's a negative. So, okay, we're going to dip into this one. So I want all my flowers oriented up, and I do want it over. Remember what I was saying about the seam allowance, and that should be fine. So let's tack it down and then we can trim it. So it's awesome. Yeah, you guys could see the fabric really well. Beautiful colors. So the bottom has stitched the tack down, and see, I left the proper amount for seam allowance. You don't have to worry too much, but it's nicer to get it right. Now it's not going to stitch it down twice because we don't need to. And now we are going to go back to the desk, Dawn. And we're going to do some trimming. I tried to use my scraps, but it just didn't work. So now when I'm trimming this out, leave a seam allowance. Make sure you leave a seam allowance.
Cindy King says egg with the yolk.
Yes. Cute. So seam allowance, and I'm hoping the scrap here is going to be, yes it is, big enough for the back, so then I don't have to worry about that. So what we're going to do, we're not cutting around anymore. We are going to cut from this side, because it's open, the other side is kind of closed, but that's okay. And we're going to trim around the inside, being careful not to catch anything else. Although our satin stitches will cover everything up. Isn't that cool? And then we're going to reveal the chick and the matching background, which is awesome. So this will be forgiving. There's some lovely stitches going on. Now you can continue it that way if you want. I'm just going to go this because I do have more of a seam allowance over there, and we'll be fine. So look, it's revealing the chick. It's so cute.
I like it.
Perfect. So yeah, isn't that cute? I love it. I absolutely love it. He is adorable. And I'm glad a couple of these little flowers showed up in it. So we could cut this piece off too. We don't need it hanging there, although it's beautiful. I think I would have liked to get like a cluster of flowers on each side, but I didn't. So, all right, back to the machine, Dawn. And now we're going to make this guy look gorgeous. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to change my thread. You can see on the screen, if Dawn could put up the screen, that what we are doing is the satin stitches for the chick. Oh, no, you can't. Of course, sorry. Now, you don't have to do a yellow chick. I just happen to have some pre-prepared fabric. You could do pink. You could do light blue. You could do any color that you want. It could even be a, fabric pattern chick. There's nothing wrong with that. Try not to have too many patterns going on. But satin stitches just to cover up the edges. So if you didn't trim it properly or you left, a little bit, I kind of nicked it up at the top there. These satin stitches are going to cover everything up. Lynn's favorite for sure. Lynn's favorite. Beautiful big satin stitches. That looks good, Dawn. I like it. It's a different view than what we usually have, but hey, we fixed it. All right. There we go. Over to the next. I like this. I guess I could have fussy placed it a little bit better, the big flowers.
It makes a very pretty egg.
What's that?
That fabric makes a very pretty egg.
Yeah, it does. This is when you can use your brightly colored scraps. You'll be making it a little bit smaller because I didn't put any design on the egg, so you could use your, like I was going to put zigzags and flowers and whatever, but I thought, you know what, this is the time to use the loud and bright fabric that you have, and it looks good. Okay, so next I am going to use green, because it's not easy being green, right?
That's right.
I was tempted to use the neon green, so tempted. It's right there in front of me, but I decided not to.
It might not be appropriate.
Yeah, it's appropriate. You don't get to pick thread colors after last week's fiasco, bub.
Sorry.
So, yeah, fiasco.
Your nails are pretty.
Thank you. Oh, they match. Did I do that on purpose? I'm not sure. They do. The color we're going to stitch is exactly what my nails are. Can we see them?
Yeah.
They are sparkly mint green. My favorite. It's new. It's new. All right, so let's stitch it. And yes, that just kind of worked out that it matches. So this is just the egg crack. Oh, look how well that matches. That's not too bad. Could have been a little bit brighter maybe. I love it when a plan comes together, for sure. So, are there any questions while we're stitching away? Love purple. Yay! Purple eggs. Oh, I was going through my fabric and I have some really elegant looking fabric with a little bit of gold. Of course, Dance of the Dragonfly fabric kind of entered my mind, but I said no because this is actually for my dog, so I don't want to give him Dance of the Dragonfly. But anything with like some gold through it, you can even look at almost Christmas material with the red flowers and everything. It would be awesome. Love that chick, Sue. Thank you, Isabel. Much appreciated. Anytime you purchase a design from OML or donate, it goes straight back into the videos. We get more thread colors, more things to test, cameras, anything to make it better for you guys. Basically, that's what we do. So the green is perfect. It's exactly how I wanted it to look. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Perfect. And it does actually match my nails almost perfectly. So once we do this, all we are going to do are the details. So, like the chicky face. I think that would be cute. It would also be cute as a bunny. I should do a bunny. Yeah, I think so. I think it would be really cute. Purple! Yes, everyone's talking about purple. I love purple, for sure. I love it. I also thought of using the really groovy Tula Pink fabric for this. The actual size is 5x4, sort of, a little bit smaller than that. So I was thinking you could use charm squares. I think that would turn out really well. What's the matter?
Old.
Old? You're old? We know that. We know that.
I know. I didn't have another answer.
We should get the needle cam going back on. We haven't done that for a long time. We put it on the inside so it's right at the hoop.
That's what we got now.
Well, the inside.
Yeah.
That might be a good angle though if I could manage that at some point. That would be fun. So the pink rosy cheeks of our little chica are next, so I'm just gonna change thread. However, before I do that, I just want to show you the color match here. There, what do you think? I do it by accident, but I really do think it's funny when it works out that way, that my nails match the project. Because I did my nails...
I think you do it subconsciously on purpose.
Maybe. I did my nails first, though, and then decided on what project we're doing this weekend. If you haven't noticed, I sat on my butt yesterday, and I set up everything to the end of the month. So I made a post in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group with all the links to the products for Mug Rug Monday or Bookmark Monday, whatever it's going to be. I might change Mondays to Make It Mondays, and we can do different things, but Mug Rug Monday seems to be a hit, so Bookmark is close enough. Bookmark is close enough. Now, I will be doing time-lapse videos of the lace stitching out. I won't be doing any, live videos of it because it's just stitching, and I talk a lot, but I don't know if I can talk about the lace for that long, so.
Fill an hour.
Maybe not, but I will be doing some videos showcasing them, so for sure. Hi Cindy King, by the way. So, yeah. Who?
Karina.
Karina.
She has company, but she's keeping an eye on him with one eye.
Yay. Thanks, Karina. So, next we are going to do the little eyes. And I just made the eyes really simple. I didn't do anything fancy or, you know, eyelashes or anything like that, because I think it adds to the design just to have a really cute chick. Now, if you don't like the rosy cheeks, you can skip it. Just fast forward one color after you do the cracked egg part. Easy enough. I like it. I think it's cute. And I also wanted to throw a bit of pink in. So, see how fast this stitches up?
It is nice and quick.
Yes. And even the bigger one didn't take me very long at all. So it's really easy to put together. Lynn, you'll love doing this because we know Lynn will do a hot pink chick because she is in fact a hot pink chick, right? Something like that for sure. Looking good. So yeah, for the upcoming schedule and for the designs and all the video links, it's right posted in the, I guess they call it featured. It used to be announcements and now they say pin to featured. Right at the top when you go to OML Embroidery Facebook group. So yeah, easy to find everything. Easy to find the links to save them, set yourself a reminder, the whole bit. So the next step, the second to last step, we are going to do the beak. And I picked a nice Halloween, not too bright, but not washed out orange for the beak. Because I want it to stand out. And it's a cute beak. I like it. So again, sure doesn't take long to stitch out. That's for sure. I really do like it. I like the little bit showing in the background too. I think that's cute. So you can see this is why I had the same orange thread to start off with, because this is what I did. Yeah.
Personalize the egg too.
Oh, there's plenty of room.
Put a name at the bottom there.
There's
the egg.
Yep, there's a ton of room at the bottom of the egg, and
Kids would love that.
that's another reason why I didn't put any fancy stitches or quilting or anything at the bottom. So, I think this guy looks good.
You
See,
gotta put Beetlejuice's name on it.
plenty of room. Plenty of room.
lots of room.
So if you wanted to put a ribbon, now is the time to do it. And you could tape it there, and the loop has to be on the inside, and make sure you leave, you know, a good inch up top so you can do it. And what we're going to do is put on, yeah, plenty. We're going to put on the backing. So we're going to lay it face down on top. And if we had ribbon on top of the ribbon, so that's the order, the egg, ribbon, and then the back fabric.
If you're gonna put a name on it, do that before the back fabric as
Well, yeah. Now would be the time to do the name if you wanted to do it. And you could use the lettering on your machine, and if I was doing this one, I'd probably do the bright yellow. Like I'd pick a really bright color to do it.
That look good.
Yeah, it would be awesome. Now, the next question is, does it go this way or that way? Yeah, this way. I had my fabric upside down. Wouldn't matter, but you could also get really particular and make everything match if you had enough of the fabric. And what I mean is match so it looks all in one fabric.
Match your pattern up.
Yeah, you could easily do that. I don't have enough fabric for it. I just peeked to make sure. Again, remember seam allowances. And we're going to do a nice back stitch to stitch this all down. So,
Look upside down, wrong side up.
because we're going to turn it. So I will show you guys how this works. Now I won't be able to stuff it, but we can talk about signing it up. Now look, if you get a little bubble like that, leave it. And in fact, if you have enough fabric, you can gently move it over. Just ever so slightly. You don't want to make it dramatic, but you can because it'll give you more room to stuff. So that's why I didn't tape anything down at all. I want to be able to stuff it. Stuff it! Nice big opening so there's no fighting. And cue the happy music. And we're ready to start another one. So the total stitch time for this was 9 minutes.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
So you can
Back to
make
the
a bunch of
desk.
them pretty quick.
You could make a bunch of them for your grandkids, for anybody. Puppy toys, I know they'd make a good puppy toy for sure.
Speaking of puppy toys, how's Bjorn doing? Is he okay after his...
He hasn't recovered yet.
He hasn't recovered yet?
No, here he is right here. He's
Poor
up and
kid.
out of the way.
He's a little dirty there.
Yeah,
He needs a bath.
yeah. He's kind of dirty. Yeah. So now we're going to cut this out. And I'm going to use my good sharp scissors. And at the bottom here, I'm going to leave a tab because I find that very helpful. And there we go. And my seam allowances were kind of close, but not too bad. I'm not worried about it. So I'm just cutting through everything. This is why I didn't bother trimming anything, because you don't need to, for sure. And there we go. So the tab makes the difference. Now, this is why we put it face down. Oh, another thing you could do is you can clip in to these like this, just up to the line. Please don't cut all the way through. You can do them closer. It just makes it look a little bit better when you turn it. You know, if we have square corners, we clip the corners. So this is kind of the same thing. It just helps everything sit better. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just be careful that you don't cut through your stitch line. Then you can see why I turned it upside down. Right sides together, or sorry, backwards, like that. Right sides together, so when I turn it, we have the pretty side of the fabric. Now, because I left a nice big opening, we don't have to struggle at all with the turning. And, you know, get your chopstick or your pokey thing, and you can just push out just gently. You don't want to overdo it. But look,
He's cute.
isn't that cute? Look at the shape. Now, for this one or the other one, if you just wanted to leave it like this, you could quite easily. But see how the shape is just wonderful? Almost perfect. I don't even have to iron it, which, of course, makes me super happy. Sorry, I need to do a beak trim here with my big, huge scissors. So now you would stuff it. Stuff. And then to finish it off, we're going to fold the tabs in. Now, I said you could make it straight across. You see how nicely that kind of falls into that? Or we can use our guideline here and fold it. There we go. Actually, I usually cut off the stabilizer from this part because it kind of makes it a little bit bulky. Can you imagine this with a name on it in bright colors?
Oh, that'd be really cute.
I think it would be adorable. Worth it. And see, that makes it so much easier. And this, to get the curve, may be a moment of fiddling, but you have a lot of fabric to play with, so it's okay. You could put a little bit of fabric glue and on this side just to help you line it up, and then it actually stays. But I wanted to try to get the curve going on here. And then once you get that, I'm going to bring up the easy side. But see if you glued it. I use basting glue. I find that really nice. You could close the whole thing with basting glue as well. But just kind of fiddle with it. It's a little fiddly. If you don't want to fiddle at all, then just take it, make it straight. We're going to tuck this right in. And keep that in mind if you're putting a name on it. But see how easy that was? And then you can close it with double-sided tape. You can hand stitch it. Make it even. My guy's crooked. My poor guy. His opening's crooked. Make it straight. But then it might be able to stand up a bit more depending on how you stuff it. A centerpiece with all the little eggs with names in a basket. Yeah, I mean, at 9 minutes a stitch, it's pretty easy to accomplish all that. And you could use, like, just grab a layer cake. This one is a little bit smaller than the 8x8 hoop, but a layer cake usually comes with 2 pieces of the same color. So one on the front, one on the back. That's easy to pick. Different colors, you know, cut out a whole bunch of these, but bigger and smaller. That is probably the most adorable egg. Look at the placement here.
Yeah, the petals are right there.
Isn't that cute? And this one is almost perfectly placed. So curved at the bottom. I started saying, and then I interrupted myself, if you wanted to use this as something different like a mug rug, go ahead and put the batting in, and then you can top stitch it. You just don't stuff it. So this can be used for tons of things. I really do think it's adorable. See, with the name right across there, it's the perfect size.
Awesome.
I love it. So square or curved, they look nicer if you have better stuffing, the polyfill stuffing. So yeah, head on over, share with everyone, guys. These are the cutest things you'll ever see. So much fun to stitch out and so many things you can do with it. So give the video a like, share with all your friends. I promise this will be the best 9 minutes you've ever spent at your machine. It's so cute. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a share. Let all your embroidery friends know how cute this is. You get both sizes, by the way. And thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
How does Tank know when we're done?
I don't know.
How? How?